I'm proud to welcome our next speaker, Ms. Inbal Sternberg, Head of Sustainability Division at IAI, Chemical and Biomedical Engineer, and the mentor of these three wonderful girls.
Dear distinguished guests, I'm honored to stand before you today. The project, Young Female Engineers of Tomorrow, struck a personal chord with me. It brought me back to my own defining moment when I was 18 years old, a shy kid from southern city in Israel. And I was selected, along 20 other students, to meet Vice President Al Gore when he visited Israel. As you know, Vice President Al Gore's agenda around ecological issues and sustainability is very powerful. And I got to present him our team's research on air pollution patterns around industrial facilities. I still remember how anxious I was, and I couldn't sleep the night before for the excitement. And after my presentation, I felt truly inspired, and somehow that experience became my compass. Becoming an engineer assisted me in addressing real-life environmental issues around manufacturing lines, and industrial sustainability became my calling. The world of engineering is changing. Taking a product from early design through use phase and all the way to wasteful end of life will soon be considered an outdated practice. Beyond known and unknown technological barriers lay new calls for innovation, fair trade, and smart consumerism. We require alternative fuels, cleaner production lines, and a whole new way of packaging and transporting goods. As an engineer and sustainability expert, there is no doubt in my mind that our biggest obstacle, decoupling growth and environmental impact, can most and probably be resolved by engineers. Unfortunately, it seems that current education systems are still missing the ability to inform young students on the difference they can make in the world, particularly so when it comes to girls. And that gap was what led us in IAI to launch the project. We wanted, as mentors, we wanted the girls to dream big. So we presented them with highly intricate assignments, including developing accessible plane seats for the disabled, using 3D printing in creative ways, and utilization of biomimicry principles, and more. As the girls gathered in our first meeting, a sense of panic surfaced, as we wondered whether we went too far in our demands, as they are so young and we had such a very limited time to accomplish the solutions. But the girls took on the challenge with great zeal, quickly forming close social partnerships and collaborations, which is something that is very, very noted in this generation, engaging in brainstorming sessions, putting sketches to paper, and building conceptual models from scratch. And while we provided the overall project limitations and applicability requirement, their fresh insights created really clever solutions. In my group, for example, the girls were asked to design a carrier for a small cup of rice that needed to be dropped in areas that cannot allow landing, but they had a very big challenge. They had to imitate a natural mechanism. So they couldn't just drop it, and that's that. By observing living organisms, such as starfish, and the maple seeds and how they travel through air, the group managed within 5 sessions of about 3 hours each to build a working propeller, which is an amazing engineering accomplishment. I stand here representing 22 fellow mentors, all enthusiastic and dedicated female engineers with remarkable stories to tell on how, from very young age, they took the challenge and successfully managed to put themselves in the front line of complex technological projects. We can all attest that through connectedness and multitasking, the seemingly women perception, alternative ways of thinking can be offered. And it was very rewarding to see these same characteristics in the students who participated in the project. From where I stand today, I fully understand the opportunity that those girls received, even if they still can't see it for themselves. And although I'm convinced that these 100 girls can succeed in any profession they choose to pursue, I hope that this project will resonate with them in the years to come. In summary, I will quote the famous Chinese proverb, which I believe reflects the very essence of our project. If you're planning for a year, sow rice. If you're planning for a decade, plant trees. But if you're planning for a lifetime, educate people. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Inbal.